for example, if I want to buy a house for myself and for my family,
Yes.
what are the steps that I should follow? I should go ahead with.
Yeah, so basically, when you're buying a house for yourself, it's a very taxing decision because you want to choose the best option for your family.
Yeah.
So I usually recommend a certain way to follow, a certain way to reach to your ultimate house which you would love. So like we do our goal setting and priority setting, similarly I advise you write the top 10 needs of your family.
Okay.
Like open space, like security, like the location, and like price value for money, service charges should be low. Like this,
Yeah.
you list 10 of your top priorities.
Okay.
Then you select the 5 top from them,
Okay.
and then you arrange them in the order of your priority.
Mm-hmm.
And you take this list, and then you go and hand it over to a broker,
Yeah.
saying this is my priority, this is what I want to buy, and this is in order of my priority, my requirement.
Okay.
Then a good broker will be able to pinpoint 2, 3, 4 properties for you, locations and ideas, out of which you and your family can go and choose where you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
and you can go ahead and buy. Lot of people just go about it in a very headless way, in a way which basically does not have any method to it.
Okay.
But there is a method required because Dubai is very big.
Yeah.
Options are too many, price range is too many, offerings are too many. So if you can start getting lost between that, it can get very, very confusing. So you apply this process of getting your top 10 important needs in a list, choosing the best 5 out of them, and arranging them in terms of your priority. And you can go to your broker and hand it over and say, this is my priorities, this is my needs, and I would like to cater to them in this priority order.
Okay.
This will become very easier for
Which
your
I
broker to
think-
help you.
And the whole process also sounds very simple
Yeah,
and prioritized. And you're putting your own things out.
yeah. This is not related to Dubai. This is generally when you go to buy a house,
Yeah.
this is what you should do.
Yeah.
It's the best practice.
Yeah. I
How
mean,
you should go about it.
this is the least that one should, go
Yeah.
about it. And considering when we were talking about the laws and all the things, the legalities and everything, that's also like really very simple here.
See, that is pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
and you would not majorly if you're dealing with a authorized broker,
Yeah.
you are not going to face any issue in doing that because they will take care of your needs, and they will take care of the legality. They will take care that whatever you're buying is in accordance with the law. You are getting your proper title.
Yeah.
You are not getting cheated anywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have any issues whatsoever. So that's why we have authorized brokers, which are governed by the Dubai government, Dubai
Yeah.
Real Estate Regulatory Authority.
Right.
So it's a proper body. It's not like just anybody. It's
Yeah.
like a lawyer which has a law,
Yeah.
law
They have
board.
an enrollment number. They have
Exactly.
all of those things. They have
Exactly.
card.
We have a broker registration number,
Okay.
and we have an office registration number.
Alright.
So my company has an office registration number,
Of course.
and then every broker in the company has a
one.
broker registration number.
Alright.
Not only that, we give exams every year,
Wow. Okay. So this is
and
new.
we have to pass.
This is new. Okay.
Yes.
You obviously have
So
to pass. Yeah.
we need to be updated in our knowledge.
All right.
If we are not updated in our knowledge, if we
Yeah.
cannot conduct our business in ethical and the proper manner,
Yeah.
then we will be not allowed to practice as a broker in Dubai.
Wow. Okay. This is really.
Yes.
Really. Okay. I'm impressed. Wow.
So you have to make sure that you're dealing with an authorized broker, because there are still people who are not authorized in dealing.
So I think that's going to be the first step. You're going to
Yes.
look for an authorized.
You have to look for an
Yeah.
authorized broker for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
So when I said you take your priorities and hand it over to a
Authorized.
authorized broker. When I say broker, it means authorized broker for sure. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Alright, so I've also heard about these annual maintenance charges. If one someone buys a property here in Dubai. Can you please explain this particular concept to me a little?
So basically, of course, when you are owning an apartment in a building, right? There is common areas. There is lobby, reception, elevators, which are using electricity, security, lifeguards, swimming pool, water, shower, gym, everything. So these need to be maintained. So in some countries, the formula is to take a fund and then use this fund to generate some income and maintain this. There is other way, which is just charge whatever has been spent in the year, and we basically take it as an annual charge. So in Dubai, what we follow is an annual charge system. So every year you pay an approximation of what will be the expenses, and every next year it is adjusted towards what is actually spent.
Oh, okay, wow.
Okay, so there is a system called MOLAC, which is Dubai Land Department monitors it, so that nobody is overcharging. And Dubai Land Department keeps a tab on it. They monitor it, they audit it, and make sure nobody is charging you extra. But the actual spent on the maintenance charge is what is, and it depends on the building. You know, if the building is high maintenance building, the service charges are going to be higher. In case of villas, though, the only thing which has to be commonly maintained is the infrastructure of the community. The trees outside, the grass, and security a little bit, yes, and the road and the, you know, all these things. So for that there is a charge, but those charges are usually much lower than a building, because there is no common area of the building as such. So those are usually very low in terms of per square feet.
Alright, so there was just one thing that I wanted to ask you, which you know is a very common thing. Is it okay for one to, or is it safe for an individual to buy from a developer, and if the building is under construction?
Okay, so you know, before 2008, we had some lacunas in the system, which was fixed 2009 and onwards. So now, for any developer to offer its product in the market under construction, there are few things that the government has made mandatory. A, the developer has to have a fully paid up land. They have to finish 20% of the construction of the project before offering it in the market with their own money. Otherwise, they have to put 20% of this money in a trust account, which is called escrow account for the project. Thirdly, any money that you will pay towards buying this project, buying this apartment or whatever you are buying, is going to go into the trust account. Now this trust account is a tri-party account. Land Department also authorizes after a survey of how much construction has been done. So there is an authority of government monitoring. Are you spending the money only on the construction or not? So land amount plus 20% of the own money of developer is your protection, and also your money is not being misappropriated. It's only going towards the project. So it's very, very safe. You have to just make sure that you pay only into the escrow account of the project that you are buying. Developer, it's a very common practice for the developer to say, you can pay in developer's name, but please do not do that.
So
you have to pay towards the project escrow. That way you are 100% safe. Second thing, and very important thing, we have pre-title registration. So this 4% that I was telling you about, the registration charges, we register the under construction property also in Dubai. So the 4% is taken in the process of under construction itself, and you are given something called a pre-title, which is called Okud. Yes. Then you do not have to take a title deed later. You have to take a title deed, but it will be 540 dirhams and you will get the title deed. You don't have to pay again this registration. Now, when you do the registration, it means that you are the legal owner of this under construction property. It's already allocated to you. So this prevents any double selling scenario.
Because you have that thing on you then.
Exactly. Just by a sale purchase agreement of the developer, he can create as many as you want.
Of course,
right? But the Okud is the government paper. It's a pre-registered title deed, and you don't have to worry about anything if you have a registered title deed.
Then you're sorted.
Then you're sorted.
Then you're safe. That's the right word.
Then
one
you're
should
safe.
have that.
You're safe.